So good evening. I'm here just to make a little tutorial on how to create some steps. It's actually a pretty good tutorial and a good one for us to start, especially if you're going to do modular tile pieces. So the first thing we need to find out is, well, create an empty scene. So I'm going to here, new scene, don't save, and we need some reference. So if I pull this here, it's some reference that I have for steps. And we can see that this is, I was doing some research on steps by coincidence. And so width of the steps greater or equal to 28 centimeters, height equal or less than 16 centimeters, and minimum between handrails, because if we're talking about handrail steps, 120 centimeters or 1 meter point 20. So this gives us a pretty good idea on how to create a single step. Since we're going to use, and the idea this is, since this is a video game course, is to put things in Unreal. I always like to make things on a 10 by 10 grid. So let's just do it those measures. Let's start doing a single step. For this, I'm going to just come here to my Maya tool. I have here uh, my own shortcut bar. I'm going to just select the cube, press X, and drag a rectangle, and then another one up, always holding the key X, so I get everything into the grid. So looking at my measurements, I want something that would be around maybe 1 meter by 15 centimeters height by 30 centimeters depth. So if I go here and select my single step and press Ctrl T, this is 90. So I'm going to change this to, okay, let's go for 120 to give us a good width. Um, Here, let's make it 15 centimeters high, and 20 centimeters, let's make it 30. This sort of goes for well, you might have to go to 5 by 5 by 5, but this with a lot of show would be um, something that would be a real life step. So right now I'm just going to center it, and I'm going to just start creating some steps with this. The idea is to create a bit of a modular set piece. So this is something that we're going to also take in consideration. So now I'm just going to create a single step. I'm going to press D, change my pivot, and put it back here. And then I'm just going to clone this and just press it once, press it twice, so we have 3 ones. Right now, I'm going to come to this one, select the edge mode, and once the locator comes up, I'm going to uh, hold the shift key until we get the extrude name on our locator and press it down. Now I'm going to hold the X key and take it all the way down until it hits the grid again. Then I'm going to now I'm going to just come here back to object mode by right mouse click the button. So right mouse click object mode. I'm going to shift select these 2 objects, and I'm going to merge them by press and hold the shift key, right right mouse click, and then come here to the combine key. So now we combine the steps, and the first thing I'm going to do is right mouse click and select vertex mode, so I can actually merge these vertices because they're not connected. As you can see, they're not connected, and if you want to do some more changes, it's best if they're connected. So I'm going to select these 2 and these 2. Now I'm going to shift right mouse button click and see if we have any options for this. We don't. I usually would come here to my merge vertices, but since we don't have it here, I'm going to look for it around and then use that part. So let me just try to find it. Mesh tools, mesh, and we're going to find, can I find it here? Okay, I cannot find it. So what I'm going to do again is there's another way, which is I'm going to select this four, and then I'm going to press Control F, and then type merge. And by typing merge, I will get this command. As you can see here, we have 8 vertices, and once I press merge, the number goes on to 4, meaning that the overlap vertices have become um, have have become merged. Okay, so also another thing I want to show you while I'm at it, if I come here to display grid, display grid, and I come here to the options box, you can see my grid alignment. Its length, it's 1,000 units. Grid lines every 10 units with subdivisions 1. This essentially means that every single thing you see here is a 10 by 10 cell, which I normally use since everything I want to do is ultimately to export to Unreal Engine. I want to be compatible with that. So now I'm going to come here and right mouse click, select edge mode, so shift select these two edges. Now shift right mouse click and select bridge, and now I have a bridge. I've effectively closed down this area. I'm going to double click on this edge, launching this, selecting this loop, and now I'm going to shift left mouse click again and select fill hole. Right now this is an n-gon, which I will change it later, but I will still do some changes here, so I will not change this for now. I just want it closed. So I'm going to do the same here. Select the loop, shift right mouse click, fill hole. Now that I have my step, or my first sketch of a step, I want to do this as a modular set piece. So I want to, for this to be able to do convex and concave shapes. So I'm going to duplicate this. To duplicate, I select it. I'm going to select our shape. I'm going to press D to reposition the pivot. By pressing D, I get the pivot to reset it. I'm going to press and hold V, and by clicking the V key and middle mouse dragging this yellow circle, um, I'm going to snap it to the corner. And now I'm going to hold Shift, and as you can see, when I hold Shift, I get the clone tool. I'm going to press and hold the Z arrow and slide it out to have a cloned version. I'm going to snap it to the grid now. And now I'm going to come here to the top. By pressing space, I get my quad view. And I'm going here to the top, and I'm going to align this. Yep. So I think this is not how yes, this is how I want it to be. And now I'm going to do a cut so I can actually create a convex and a concave wall. To do that, I'm going to press Shift Control X, and I get the polygon cut tool. I'm going to press the X key to get snap. Oh, beforehand, yes, I'm going to press the X key for snap, and I'm going to choose a diagonal here. So I'm going to press X, press Shift, and then just create a perfect 45-degree cut, and I will cut it now. I'm going to now right mouse click, select faces, and I will delete this one here. And now I'm going to object mode, and I'm going to press W again, clone it, and I'm going to rotate. I'm going to let's see. I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. So pressing E, pressing J, E and J. Yes, perfect. Uh, yes, Y and J. Oh, another trick. To have a snap rotate, if you press and hold J, when you invoke the rotate tool, it will snap rotate. So now I want to make a mirrored version of this. I'm going to press R. I'm going to put -1 and on the X, and let's say I think it's -1 on the Z. No, it's just -1, and I'm going to rotate it again. And now I'm just going to snap it in place. And as you can see, we already. I'm going to select these two objects, and I'm going to shift right mouse click and press combine. So now this is only one shape. I'm going to select vertex. I'm going to drag all of these ones, and I am going to merge the vertices that need to be glued. So I'm going to select all of them, press Ctrl F, and I already have here merge. As you can see, we have 32. I press merge, and it goes back to 20. We have right now here, as you can see, we have something a little strange with the shading. This means that our normals aren't completely flattened. So if I come here, press Shift middle mouse click, Shift right mouse click, I go here to soften harden edges and just select harden edges, and now everything is fine. Now I'm going to press this diagonal here and just press delete to delete it. So now I'm going to press W again. The pivot has reset itself to the center. I'm going to press D, go back to the center, press V, and middle mouse drag it here. And now, as you can see, we already have a set piece that we can actually use as a modular kit, as you can see. And do something like this. But I'm not over yet. What if we want to create the opposite shape? We want this to go inwards. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to clone this. Again, I'm going back to my top view. And as this one had a line line going this way, I'm going to do the same with a line going to the opposite side. So I'm going to come here to shading, and I'm going to put here a wireframe on shaded. Now I'm going to come here. Oh, in case you guys cannot snap things as properly as I can, if you come here to mesh tools, if you come here to multi-cut tool, go to the option box, and make sure that the snap step is 5. By default is 10, but with 10 you'll never be able to get 45-degree snaps, because increments of 10 degrees you'll never get an increment of 45, so it will have to be a 5 increment. So just going to close this down, and I'm going to press Shift Control X again to make sure the tool is set. I'm going to press X, and oops, Shift Control X, X. Now I have snap, and I can see that press and holding snap, I can snap to grid. I'm going to press Shift and left mouse drag. press Q. To exit the tool, press face. I'm going to delete these faces. Object mode. Now I'm going to press W to invoke the translate tool. I'm going to press D to change the pivot, and I'm going to uh, hold the X key, hold X, and middle mouse drag it to get it here. Press D again. Press Shift D to duplicate it. Press E to get the rotation tool. Press and hold J and rotate this 45 degrees. I'm going to press R to invoke the scale tool, and as we can see, I'm going to scale this on X minus 1. And now we have the inverse. I'm going to select these two geometry pieces. Oh, press 4 and press face. Let me just see. I think this one's here. Yeah, they're hollow. And actually, let me check if this one here is also hollow. No, it's not, I think. So let me press 4 and come here to face. No, this is also hollow. It's good. Press X to delete. Okay, so I'm back here. I'm going to press 5 again. I'm going to shift right mouse click, press combine, right mouse click, vertex, select all of them, press Ctrl F, merge, and now uh, shift right mouse click, vertex normals. Wait, let's just select the object mode again. Shift right mouse click, soften harden edge, okay. So now I'm going to come here, edge, delete this one here that I don't need it. Needs to be a quad, this one the same. And object mode, press D, press W to set the pivot to one of the corners, this one here. Press E to rotate it. And now we have, oops, Control Y. Now if we rotate this, J, W, X, we can have our own, we can actually create a tile set of stairs that we can just use, and they can be exported to Unreal Engine. Just one thing, I'm just going to, before I finish, I'm just going to bevel the edges. So I'm going to select these three, and I'm going to press F10. I'm going to double click to select the border edges, all of them at once. So double click, click, click. And now I'm going to press Ctrl B to bevel them. And this one's here. Okay, they're not all the same size. I'm going back to object mode. I'm going to select the three of them. I'm going to press freeze transformations and delete history. So freeze transformations. This one here, I probably pressed the S key because it has some animation keyframes. I don't want them, so I'm going to select the channels, right mouse click, and press delete selected. And this one here, I'm also going to put freeze transformations, and I'm going to check if shift select them, press F10, and now I'm going to see if this has been sorted. So if I press Ctrl B, hasn't been. Okay, no problem. I'll just do one by one. So I'm going to press Ctrl B. I'll leave it at 0.5. Here the same. Edge, select the three edges. Ctrl B, and perfection. Doesn't matter. I'm leaving them at 0.5. I'm I want something less, so I'm going here to the attribute editor, and I'm going to try to align them as best as I can. So 0.25 seems to be what I need. Leave it at that, just to get a slight bevel. And here the same deal, edge, to select them, Control B, 0.25, and I think I'm going to actually half of this, 125, maybe it's the best. Mm, no, I think I'll leave it here. I'll just increase the segments to 1 to have a bit of a rounded feel to it. I'm going to come here, and if we come here to our attribute editor, we can actually find the poly bevel. So with our object selected, attribute editor, poly bevel, segments, I'm going to put 2, and do the same to this one here, segments 2. So now we just have to finish our last, and this is why I didn't triangulate things before, because now we have a couple of M-guns. So I'm coming here to face, I'm going to select this face, and I'm going to type Control F and type poke, and now it creates this kind of poke. It creates a bit of a rough image, but don't worry. We're coming here to vertex, select the vertex, shift select, merge vertices, target well tool, and now we get a nice triangulation here, and I'll do the same to the other steps that needed. So this step here definitely needs it, so I'm going to come here face, select the face, Control F, select poke, and now oops, vertex, select the vertex, merge vertices, target well tool, boom. Now we got it. Object mode, I'm going to press Ctrl 1 to isolate the selection. So face, select it, Ctrl F, poke, edge, vertex, W, merge vertex. So now this is all triangulated. Going to press Ctrl 1 and do the same for this one. So Q, Control 1, face, F, oops, just going here to my poke, and do the exact same here, Control F, poke, select the vertex, merge vertex, target well tool, Q, and now press Ctrl 1, select this one, press Ctrl 1 again. Let's see, this is all quads, face, Ctrl F, poke, select vertex, select the vertex, merge edges, target well tool, face, Ctrl F, poke, select vertex, merge vertex, target well tool. Okay, object mode, press Ctrl 1, and I have a modular set piece. This one here, let me just select these faces, face normals. Oh, I'm just coming here and mesh display. Here we go, mesh display, harden edge, and here edge, mesh display, soften edge, object mode. Okay, perfect. This one here seems like I need to do the same. 1, 2, 3. I press G to repeat last action, and same deal with here with this ones. G, soften edge, And the same here. One, two, three, four, five, six. Press G to repeat last action. And now we have our our wonderful. Oh, seems that I still need to harden this one here. So harden edge, and the same one here. Let's see G. And now we have our tiling tiling steps. We can actually use this for multiple steps, or you guys can expand it from now. But I believe this should give you guys a good start. So thank you.